Hey, what's up guys? This is Justin again, and this time I'll be bringing you a commentary of the Spectre submachine gun on Nuketown. You can probably tell by the title screen that it's going to be a little bit different, because sometimes when I'm making these videos I put the date on it, and when I actually do make them it's 4 or 5 days ahead of time, and then I decide later that's not the direction that I want to go in. So I'll try out this new title screen and hopefully it won't confuse you too bad, so you know which one's the latest video. So all you got to do if you want to know the latest video, just go by the date added, and that'll be the latest video regardless of the date. But before I get into the Spectre and Nuketown commentary, I want to thank you guys for your overall positive support on the Inception video. It was pretty fun to make, and sometimes I want to take a break from doing commentaries, kind of make fun little videos like that. So if you like that video or you want to see more videos like that, go ahead and put it in the comment section. I'll try to get more of those up. I didn't know at the time that the music was going to match up like that, but it overall turned out to be pretty good. I think when I saw the Tomahawk, I thought of the movie Inception because of the snow level. Put the main theme to it, and then kind of watched the video about, I don't know, 8 or 10 times, and then kind of knew what I wanted to do with it. And it turned out to sync up with the music pretty well, so it's pretty fun to make. And if you haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link right now, so you guys can go check that out, and be sure to rate and comment on that one too. But I'll get into this Nuketown and Spectre commentary right now. So we're going to talk about the Spectre and Nuketown, and I'll talk about the level first. The level Nuketown, I think it's a horrible level. I have no idea why the lobbies want to vote on it in whatever lobby I'm in. I think it's because the level's so small. The smaller level allows players that aren't as good to close the distance between the better players. One of the differences between better players and a not so good player is that the better players know their range and their distance. So if you're a beginning player, you kind of want to just rush all the time, and so Nuketown allows for that. I don't have too many tips on the level because it's really small, but there is one thing that I did learn in this game, and I'll show you guys. It comes up here towards the end of the video in terms of the level. But what I'm going to do right now is talk mostly about the Spectre and kind of how I use it, and I'll show you kind of the stats and comparisons from all the other. I think it's a direct comparison is the MPL. Now there's some minor differences between the MPL and the Spectre, and I think I remember what they are, but I'm going to go off the top of my head. If you find any discrepancies in what I have, here comes a nice RCXD kill. I just try to shoot those things. I don't really think I'm going to hit them, but I just kind of do it off reaction and get them sometimes. But I was talking about the MPL and Spectre. So we'll talk about differences. If you want to know the difference between the MPL and the Spectre, you can go to Den Kirson's site. It's spelled DENKIRSON. Just type it into Google and click on Black Ops, and it brings you a nice graph of all the different guns in the game to their fire rates, and pretty broken down pretty well. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and look at that. But I believe the differences between the MPL and the Spectre, the MPL has 2 extra bullets in a magazine, but the Spectre has a slightly faster aim down sight time and a slightly faster reload time. But other than that, they're identical. I do think that the irons on the Spectre are a little bit better though, because the MPL irons are kind of weird. They kind of look like a Batman gun if Batman used guns. But if you like, the better irons are on the Spectre. Now, I was trying to use both these guns, and I found that the MPL, or I felt that the MPL was always the better one, and then I went back to the Spectre with rapid fire, and I've been noticing that I've been doing pretty well with it. So I think it's an admirable or comparable gun to the MPL. A few things you need to take into consideration if you're going to use a submachine gun is the hip fire. Now, one of the posters on, or somebody that posted a comment said that they aim down sight all the time. I was just like that. I still am. But with this gun, you gotta hip fire. And if you notice, I get some pretty good hip fire kills, especially some double hip fire kills. But you got to be willing to hip fire. So I use sleight of hand. Even without sleight of hand, the steady or the hip fire aim on the Spectre is really good. So you got to be able to. There's another RCXD kill, I think. All right, but you got to make sure that when you get in a firefight, you got to do the hip fire. I think another benefit that the Spectre has is that even without sleight of hand, it has a pretty fast reload time. I mainly use sleight of hand for the pro perk because I aim down sight all the time. I'm gonna try to get out of that habit. But I do think the reload is pretty manageable. So if you use Warlord, say you want to throw in rapid fire and a grip, you can do that as well. But in my experience, if you're gonna use rapid fire, you have to use scavenger because like any SMG, you're gonna be burning through ammo rather quick. However, you do not have to use scavenger if you have low kill streaks. See, for me, I always look at my kill streaks first and kind of go backwards when I'm picking out a class. And if I have high kill streaks, then I need the bullets. So that's scavenger's a must. But if I only had 3, 4, 5, then I probably wouldn't need scavenger. I'd probably use something like lightweight or maybe even ghost. So here's one of the level things that I want to tell you about. Now, if you watched all the videos I play and like any other, that's pretty good turnaround hip fire there too. But like any good Call of Duty player, you're supposed to run around the outside edges, right? You're never supposed to go in the middle. But in this house right here, the yellow house, if you go right here, I think about it, and then I go back in the garage. I found out after playing this level, I don't know, 100 times, that if you go through the garage, you actually have more cover. I know, pretty genius, right? But I always go around the outside, and I was always getting outclassed by, you know, the AK-74U or other assault rifles. So When you're on the outsides, you can cut through the garages. Now, the only problem, though, is that if you have, you got to be wary of claymores, because people know this. I didn't know this until, you know, just recently, but I found out that going through the garages helps you with the trailer and the bus that's in the middle. It provides more cover than going around. So if you don't have an assault rifle, or if you have a shotgun or an SMG, then you definitely gotta hug the corners and use the map knowledge to your advantage. So the video is about to wrap up. We were kind of tight the whole time. We were losing most of the game, but once we got the chopper gunner in the air, we came back and won. This last kill, I think I was shot down, and I was going down, and it looks like the B-52 runs into me, but it's a pretty fun last kill. So recapping, the Spectre is comparable to the MPL. I probably will start using it and put the MPL away for a while. The irons are a little better. The reload animation is pretty cool looking too. But be sure to hip fire. So use everything that you know about the MPL and use it in conjunction with the Spectre. We're up the game up there. I think I was 34-12. Kind of died a lot, especially on Nuketown. But you should try the Spectre out for yourself. Also, when switching guns and trying other guns out, I know it's tempting, but do not go back to the old gun or, you know, your go-to gun. Just try to use it for a few maps, and then try to use at least 10 games. And if you don't like it, then you can be sure that you didn't like it. But I like the Spectre with Rapid Fire, and I use Scavenger Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro. So, like before, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming. And let me know what you guys want to see. So I'll catch you guys later. See ya.